Have Indian scam callers made you distrustful of anyone who is Indian? I'm not distrustful of Indians. I'm distrustful as soon as the phone rings with a number that's not in my contact list. Indians no. Unsolicited phone calls yes. Perhaps subconsciously. I tend to not pick up these calls as much nowadays, but I tend to find Indians nice in person. And I know that these aggressive marketers are obviously just messed up. It could be that I come from Asia as well, so I'm more aware that there are less than nice people no matter the race. Now I'm curious, is there actually anywhere or any race where everybody is nice? On phone yes, in real life no. I work in tech, so no lol, sure there are a ton of Indian scammers, but Indians hate them too. IDK there's over 1 billion of them, and the majority of them are probably not scammers. India has a large population that has access to internet and technology with little restrictions. Unlike China. Yes, they have whole call centers dedicated to scamming. I once asked an Indian scammer how he could live with himself scamming. And he said Australians were so dumb they deserved to be scammed. As a German, I know very well not to draw conclusions on a whole country based on a few people and impressions. So no. No. I assume any phone calls I receive from people I don't know are scams or spam. I am also skeptical of anyone I don't know who tries to talk to me on the street. There are other context clues that matter a lot more than race. As an Irishman that was once sold bad potatoes by another Irishman, I am sufficiently distrustful of any Irishman, myself included. I hang up on 99% of cold calling. The few where I don't hang up are usually when they come from old lady who seem highly disconnected with reality, and I feel kinda bad that they have to work in a call center. So I'll politely wish them good luck and then hang up. No. My experience with Indian colleagues, clients, and friends is not tainted by the call center scams run by Indians. White people have been running call center scams in America for much longer anyhow. Well, I live on continental Europe, so getting phone calls from someone from a foreign number speaking in an Indian accent claiming to be from Microsoft triggers some alarm bells. But no, it's not the Indian accent. It's a combination of factors. I'm Indian living in USA, and when I receive an Indian scam caller I play along in them. Immediately curse in Hindi lol. Fun story, I worked in a call center for a little while in my early 20s. There was a guy there who would switch his accent dependent on the name, location of the customer he was calling. Asian sounding name he switched to an Indian accent. British sounding up north he'd use a Yorkshire accent. British name in London he'd suddenly be speaking Queen's English. Guy got mega sales compared to most of us. I am a software developer and most people I interact with are Indian. I probably have more of a positive opinion of Indian people than maybe the average person. Phone numbers I don't recognize I immediately am skeptical of. I'm an Indian, and anytime I have to call a patient or a family member, my inner monologue is I am a nurse and not here to scam you. But I tell you, as soon as people hear my accent, I normally hear a pause. And in my mind, all I can think of is what they must be thinking. I take it as a joke most days and get a good laugh out of it. But someday it just hits differently. Of Indian people. No. Of that region of the world. Yes. One of my job functions requires me to transmit employee data to our payroll provider to process their benefits. One of their service centers that executes part of that function is in India, and I ended up bringing that part of the work in-house rather than send employee personal identity information to that center. A lot of the scam call centers actually work under the same roof as legitimate service centers. So you have no way of being sure that personal information is secure. If that region were not such a hotbed for scamming activities, I wouldn't have those concerns. I'm an Indian, and every time I get an Indian voice on the phone with an intention to scam me, I used to tell them in a polite way that there are more ethical ways to earn money in the world, and he can even go and beg in a traffic signal at waiting cars than trying to cheat innocent people. At least couple of guys listened to me patiently and apologized to me. In my own personal experience, I've experienced the most racism directed toward me by Indian people. But I'm not going to assume everyone that looks Indian is racist. That'd be stupid.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.